Hi, so welcome to my channel. It's brand new. And I wanted to take the first video to tell you a little bit about me. I was diagnosed, I am on, let's see, day 52, and day 52 of entering the hospital with acute myeloid leukemia. So I found out probably 2 weeks before I went into the hospital that I had leukemia. And the reason that I wanted to start a channel, started a vlog, is mostly for myself, but in the hopes that others who are suffering with cancer or leukemia can also find solace in having somebody in that journey. So there's so many unknowns, when you first get that diagnosis, it's overwhelming, overwhelming to say the least. And I remember when my doctor called me to give me the diagnosis, he said, you have 1 week to get your life in order. And I thought, you don't know my life. So my crazy life. So I knew that there were so many things, I had kids and a house, and I work full time, and animals, and so many things that I had to get in order, and who was going to take care of everything, and who was going to take care of me. And it's a little bit of insanity that goes through your head in that first week as you've got to prepare to then be admitted to the hospital. So I remember walking, my family and I walking into the hospital that day I was getting admitted, and my 9-year-old vomited right in front of the hospital. And I was like, yeah, that's about how we all feel right there. It's just a vomit right on the front, right as you enter the door. So what I want this to be is just a sharing of my journey. I've done 52 days. So I was in the hospital admitted for a month, and that's when I did the 7+3. That's what's known in acute myeloid leukemia, the 7+3. It's the medications that you're on. One is for 3 days, one is for 7 days, and it's for 24/7. And then you have recovery period. And so you're constantly receiving chemo, then recovering, receiving chemo, then recovering. So right now I'm on my second round of V&V, but third round of chemo total. So, and what we're waiting for is my stem cell transport at Stanford, because without that, I cannot live. So there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feeling alone and lonely in this process. I felt like another thing that I didn't see talked about a lot is the fact that, and everybody knows you lose your hair, but for women, it's everything. It's your identity. It meant so much to me. I'm a Leo. For those of you that know what a Leo is, their hair is, their crown, and my hair was down to my waist. And at day 52, I do not have any head hair, hence the beautiful pink wig and scarf. And you've got my PICC line over here, which anyone that knows anything about cancer knows about PICC lines. So I was terrified. I was terrified what my kids would think. I was terrified what everybody would think. I was terrified what I would think of myself without hair. I was terrified of what my husband would think. And I just want to explore that further. I want to give you tips on what's made me feel better, because we can all, it benefits us to feel better. These tube tops, for one, are what I wore in the hospital because they could get to my PICC line. If I wore a tank top, which is what I had packed, we couldn't get to it. And a t-shirt we couldn't do. And I'm sorry, but I wasn't doing the hospital gown. I did the first day and threw it off, and so did tube tops instead because it was just easier and I felt normal. I felt like I was a normal person. I didn't want to feel and look sick because I felt like that would get in my head emotionally. So a little bit about me, and my journey, is what this channel is going to be. I plan to share every day what's going on, what my journey is, and I hope to be able to help others see what the journey is. That, half of the fear is that we don't know what's going to happen, and I've at least been through 52 days. Still a little bit terrified about Stanford, and the stem cell transplant, but that's okay. I also know that I'll be okay. So, welcome and thank you for joining.